I will never forget the sound of her neck tearing, not the cries, not the smell, not the sight of what came out. Even now, when the night is silent, I hear it, the sound of flesh breaking open like a rotten fruit. Ada was my friend. She was only 19, beautiful, dark-skinned, always smiling. But that night, her beauty vanished. That night, the whole village saw what evil can do. I was the first to hear her. A scream so sharp it cut the air in two. I ran to her mother's hut, and when I pushed the door open, I stopped dead. Ada was on the floor, her body jerking like someone was holding her down and shaking her. Her neck had swollen to the size of a pawpaw, veins bulging, skin stretching, but it wasn't just swollen. Something was moving inside. I swear, I saw long, thin shapes crawling under her skin, pushing up against it like they wanted to escape. Her necklace, gold and shining, was digging into the swelling, half-buried blood soaking around it. She clawed at her throat, ripping her own flesh with her nails, screaming so hard her voice cracked. And then it happened. She opened her mouth wide to cry, and a fat white worm slid out from under her tongue. It wriggled on her lips before falling to the mat. She gagged, coughed, and spat, and 3 more came out, landing in a wet pile. Her mother screamed and grabbed her, crying, "Ada! Ada!" But Ada's body shook harder. Her legs kicked against the floor, her fingers pulled at the chain, and blood poured down her chest. Then her neck split open. I saw it. The skin tore near the side, and a swarm of thin white worms poured out, twisting and wriggling, shining wet in the firelight. The smell filled the room, a stench so foul it made me choke, like rotten meat left in the sun. I wanted to run. My heart hammered, my legs shook, but I couldn't move. Her eyes rolled back until only the white showed, then snapped forward again, locking on me. She was still alive. She reached out, blood dripping down her arm, her voice broken and strange. "Help me." I stepped back, shaking my head, tears burning my face. She coughed again, worms crawling from the corner of her mouth. And then her voice changed, deep, not hers, like a man speaking through her throat. "Do you want to wear it too?" Her hand lifted, holding the broken necklace, wet with her blood, shining even in the horror. I screamed so loud that people came running. Neighbors crowded at the door, but no one entered. Some shouted witchcraft, some fled, and Ada kept staring at me, worms crawling over her face, blood spilling down her dress. That was the night I knew the truth. The necklace was never love. It was never a gift. It was a curse. Before Ada's neck split open, before the worms showed themselves, there were signs. But Ada did not listen. None of us did. Her boyfriend's name was Kunle. Everyone knew him in the village. He was not like the other boys. While most of us wore old slippers and patched shirts, Kunle wore sneakers that shone like mirrors. He carried 2 phones, always pressing one to his ear, speaking fast in a language that was neither Yoruba nor English. Some called him Yahoo Boy, but no one said it to his face. He had money, he had power, and Ada loved him. The first time she wore the necklace was the first time I felt fear. It was in the evening when the sun was red and sinking behind the palm trees. Ada came out of her mother's hut smiling, the gold chain glistening against her dark neck. It looked too heavy, too bright, like it did not belong in our dusty village. "See what Kunle gave me," she said, touching it proudly. Her teeth shone white in the fading light. I remember how everyone stared. Some girls whispered that it was real diamond, that only rich people in the city wore such things. But the old women did not smile. One of them, Mama Ijoma shook her head and muttered, "No good will come from this. Gifts like that carry blood." Ada laughed. She was always quick to laugh. "Mama, don't worry. Kunle loves me. He said I am his queen." But that night, something strange happened. Ada came to me crying. She said she couldn't sleep. She said her neck was itching badly. I thought maybe she was reacting to the gold, that maybe it was fake and burning her skin. But when I looked, her neck had small red bumps, like bites. "Remove it," I told her. She shook her head. "No. Kunle will be angry if I don't wear it. He said it's mine. He said it will make me shine wherever I go." She smiled through her tears, and I felt something cold in my chest. The next day we went to fetch water at the stream. While we walked, Ada kept scratching her neck. I watched her skin grow darker around the chain, like bruises spreading slowly. I begged her again to take it off, but she only said, "You don't understand. Kunle said if I ever remove it, he will know. He told me the necklace is special. He said it's alive, alive." Those were her exact words. That night I could not sleep. I kept hearing her voice saying it, alive. The following week, the fear grew worse. Ada began losing weight. Her cheeks sank. Her eyes looked tired. But the necklace stayed bright, shining even when her clothes were dirty. Children in the compound refused to sit near her. They said she smelled strange, like something dead. Her mother begged her to throw it away. She even tried pulling it off once, but the chain refused to break. Ada screamed so loud that her mother let go, shaking with fear. Then came the nightmares. Ada started waking the whole compound at night with her cries. She said she dreamed of a woman covered in ashes, with eyes like burning coal. The woman kept whispering, "Your neck for mine, your breath for mine." Sometimes Ida woke with bruises on her neck, the shape of fingers pressing deep into her skin. By then, whispers spread. People said Kunle had gone to Lagos to meet ritual men. They said he exchanged blood for wealth. They said every gift he gave carried death. But Ada didn't listen. She still wore the necklace. She still waited for Kunle to return. The day before it happened, I saw something with my own eyes. We were sitting outside, the moonlight bright, when Ada began to scratch her neck again. She winced and pulled the chain. For the first time, I saw it move. Not the way a chain swings when you touch it. Number. This movement was different. The necklace tightened by itself, digging into her flesh, leaving a deep red mark. Ada gasped, her eyes wide, and for a moment she couldn't breathe. I jumped to my feet, grabbing her shoulders, shouting her name. Then, just as suddenly, it loosened again, lying still against her skin like nothing happened. Ada laughed weakly. "Maybe it's because I'm sweating." But I knew it wasn't sweat. I knew something inside that necklace was alive. That night, she screamed again, louder than ever. People ran out of their huts, gathering outside her mother's door, listening in fear. I was there, standing in the crowd. We heard her choking, coughing, thrashing. We heard her mother praying, crying, calling for help. And then came the smell, rotten, heavy, spreading through the night air. Some villagers fled. Some whispered, "It is witchcraft." Some shouted, "Break the chain." But no one entered. No one wanted to face what was inside, except me. I couldn't leave her. My legs shook, but I pushed the door open. And that was when I saw the worms. That was when her neck burst, spilling the truth of the necklace into the firelight. The rest you already know.